Hey friends, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, it's going to be a weekend reading vlog, and I know that usually we play our game to see what books I'm going to read and if I will have to take extra turns or less turns for our normal monthly game, but I am surrounded by books. You can't see them, but I am surrounded by books because I filmed an unhaul last night, and then I posted some books on Pinga, but I got tired and didn't finish. So I'm listening to an audiobook right now and just putting these on Pingo Books. So I was going to do this anyway. I just thought I'd take you with me. So it's going to be kind of more chill, a little less pressure than I put on myself when I play the game. And I think this is a big book. So I'm just barely going to be starting The Last Housewife by Ashley Winstead. I'm reading this for a secret video project that I'm doing, but it's also a thriller, and I really want to read another thriller. So I'm going to give this a shot. I think I just spent my Audible credit. Okay, it's less than 400 pages. For some reason it just looks really big. But I will be listening to this. You will have some like music montage, and either I will be in normal speed or probably fast forward. But I just thought we'd hang out. I will listen to some of this and update you when I'm about halfway. And yeah, I have zero ideas what this is about. I think it's like dual timeline. Part of it takes place in high school and the other part takes place 10 years later. And these old friends are getting back together to kind of investigate what happened to their third friend. But I could be making this up too.
I definitely did make that part up. That didn't happen.
So now this is my teacher shelf that you guys don't really get to see because it was in my library for a long time. But then my husband so nicely gave up part of the living room. And I mean, it's right by my office area, right by my desk. So my desk, okay, well, let's look. So it's my hubby's desk, all the way at the end, my desk. And then he so graciously let me take more of the living room. And this is all my teacher stuff. So I haven't gone through it in a very long time. And next year, I'm only going to be teaching ELA and social studies. So I might not, like, completely get rid of all my math and science stuff because I feel like I'm going to be using it at some point in my teaching career. Because, let's face it, I'm still a baby in the teaching world. Like, it's my first full year. But I do want to go through it and come up with, like, lesson plans for some of the stuff over here and see if there's anything that I need to read over the summer to become a stronger teacher, and just kind of take inventory of what I have over here because I don't know anymore. Morning. I stayed up all night last night to read to page 227, which is right there. So I've probably like 100 pages left. I think I have 140 pages. I wanted to stay up all night last night and finish this book because I could not put it down. And even when my eyes got too tired to read, I kept listening on audiobook, which is just freaking crazy. This book, oh my gosh, this book is disturbing and disgusting, but also perfect. I'm not really gonna tell you anything about it. I mean, I had no idea what this was about, but if you like books about cults, if you like dark books, like really dark things for a lot of trigger warnings, then The Last Housewife is definitely one that you should read. I would compare this to like a Karen Slaughter book. So if you like Karen Slaughter, you might like Ashley Winstead. I actually prefer Ashley Winstead over Karen Slaughter, but she goes places so dark. So I'm probably going to finish this book real quick right now before we get up and do anything for the day. And I will let you know when I get done with this. Last Housewife by Ashley Winstead. I am not going to give you a review of this book because it will be in this vlog of reading the best books of 2022 that I've been working on, but I'm also going to do a review video. And I do want to talk to you guys more about my upload schedule and see if we can come up with a compromise where you're happy and I'm happy and I have enough videos coming up, but I also am not super stressed about filming or editing because who wants that? But yes, I finished this. I have no idea what my next read is going to be, but when I decide, I will come back and talk to you. Friends, so it is Sunday morning. It's like 6 in the morning, but I wanted to quickly tell you about my progress. I started Nevermore: The Trials of Morgan Crow, which is this cute middle grade fantasy. I made it 185 pages last night. So basically you follow Morgan Crow, who is supposed to die on her 11th birthday, but instead she gets wrapped up in this magical world. So it's like a portal fantasy. And now she's, like I said, I'm 185 pages in and the trials haven't even started yet. But there's supposed to be some kind of magical competition. And I am enjoying this, but it reads like a middle grade. And it's not necessarily a bad thing. I mean, it is a middle grade. But I just thought it was... I don't know what I'm going to expect for the rest of this book, but I might not finish this today because yesterday I filmed a video for tomorrow. I filmed a video for Wednesday and I'm reading this, but I would like to try to edit both of those videos this morning. So maybe I'll take you along and you can just watch me in fast forward, edit some videos, and then I have to go grocery shopping and do laundry today. So I'm not really sure how much of this I'm going to get read today, but yeah, let's go do it. I cleaned my teacher shelf. It looks really nice now. This stack right here is going to go in my classroom. And this stack right here is going to be unhauled. So I might donate it. I think I'm for sure going to donate it. But it looks better. Okay, so I finished Nevermore, The Trials of Morgan Crow by Jessica Townsend, which was the only middle grade on my May TBR. And I enjoyed it. It was really cute. I do think that my students will absolutely love this book because it's full of magic, kind of action-packed, but more than anything, there's a lot of, like, trials, a lot of, like, tests. You know, the trials of Morgan Crow. And it ended on a cliffhanger, so I might need to buy the rest of the series for my students. Now that I know it's appropriate for second graders, I didn't really doubt that it was, but I had to make sure. And I really just had a fun time with this adventure, this fantasy adventure. I think that my second graders are going to love it. I don't know, I haven't rated it yet. It's probably going to be like a 3-star or something. It's fine. It's just not for me, which is fine because I don't read middle grade really. These are all the books that I own physically or digitally. So watch this. And there's still more in there. That's crazy. I'm going to put these back though. But, you know, I think I'm going to end my reading vlog there. So we read 2 books together. And I liked both of them, but I definitely loved The Last Housewife more than Nevermore. This was more my style. However, I would not go around recommending this willy-nilly because there are definite trigger warnings that you should check for. Even the author wrote this at the very beginning. Content warning. I'll read it. So it says, content warning, suicide, rape, physical violence, sexual violence, trauma, self-harm, misogyny, gender, essentialism, and drug use. So if any of that is something that you can't read, definitely don't pick this one up. It's violent and very, very hatred. A lot of, like, sexism. And a lot of self-hate. So there was a time not that long ago that I probably would not have been able to read this because of some of the things in here. But this was so freaking disturbing. So I needed to go from, like, this is by far the most disturbing book I've ever read. So don't go into it lightly. So I had to read, since I read The Last Housewife and, like, was completely disturbed by it. I had to read Nevermore, The Trials of Morgan Crow by Jessica Townsend because it's a lighter, more fluffy, middle grade fantasy, but a lot of stuff does happen and I felt really bad for Morgan Crow. I think that's the whole point. It did kind of remind me a little bit of, like, Harry Potter in the sense that, like, Harry Potter wasn't an orphan. No, he was not an orphan. But his parents were not nice people. And Morgan Crow's family thinks that she's supposed to die when she's 11, so they've already kind of said their goodbyes to her, and her dad is not a nice man either. So I needed something a little lighter, a little more fun, and I hope that you enjoyed reading these with me, watching me read these. I don't know. I hope you enjoyed this vlog. Don't forget to give it a big thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you are new around here. If you have any more like disturbing books, like this is going to stay with me. It might be my favorite book of 2023. I know it's still early because it's not even June yet, so it's only 5 months in, but this was so disturbing. So it's gonna definitely be on my favorites list. If it's not, then I don't know what to say. Nevermore will not be on my favorites list, but I really did enjoy this. I mainly wanted to read it so that I could put it in my classroom. Now I want to get this entire series so that my second graders can have it. Anyways, thanks for hanging out. I'll see you guys later. Bye!